Hi everyone, I once again welcome you back to Entrance Investigation. This is Sambhav here और आज के इस वीडियो में हम कुछ प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग करने वाले हैं. We are going to solve some problems and these problems are very simple. They are particularly for JEE main oriented candidates. JEE main की तैयारी जो लोग कर रहे हैं उनके लिए ये प्रॉब्लम्स बहुत ही बेहतरीन हो सकती हैं क्योंकि JEE main is a very simple examination. All you need to do is to do a bit of practice, and you must be able to apply your logic. So that is what we are going to discuss in this video particularly. So we are going to solve I think 5 problems, and let's start. So I would request all of you, first of all I would request all of you to please pause the video and try the questions by yourself. This, for example, this question is a very simple question from the chapter sequences and series, that is progressions, and I guess everyone is would be able to solve it, and I don't find this question to be very difficult. So please proceed. Okay, so I'll go with the solution. So let us solve this problem. This is a very easy problem. See, we have been given that x is greater than 1, y is greater than 1, and z is greater than 1, and these numbers are in GP. Since these numbers are in GP and x is greater than 1, y is greater than 1, and z is greater than 1, so I can write and x, y, z are in geometric progression, or we call it GP. So I can say that y square is equal to xz. See, simple as that. This is also I would like to add that this question is a very simple and a straightforward question, because you might have solved it once in your preparation time. Well, so what we'll do, we have to generate log of x, log of y, log of z, and we have to establish a relation between 1 upon 1 plus log of x, 1 upon 1 plus log of y, and 1 upon 1 plus log of z. So this is simple. So from intuition it will come that log, we have to take the logarithm. So we'll take the log. So this is log of y square is equal to log of x times z. Okay, and of course we have been given that these numbers are greater than 1, hence these numbers are positive, and since these numbers are positive, so I can surely indicate that x times z is positive, and hence my logarithm is actually defined. So that can be a way that the examiner wished us to think of. So we know that also this number is positive, so y square is positive. Actually, this y square is positive will necessarily not imply y is positive, but since y is greater than 1, so I can apply the exponent can come down, because of the fact that y is a positive quantity, so log y will be defined. So 2i's of log y is equal to log of x times z. So I can write log of ab as log a plus log b. Okay, so log x plus log z. So this, what does this statement indicate? So this actually indicates that my log x, log y, and log z are in arithmetic progression, or AP. Okay, great. So we have established a relation between log x, log y, and log z, and also we know that if I add a constant, let's say c plus log x, comma c plus log y, and c plus log z, they are necessarily going to be in AP. Why? Because the common difference will still remain the same. Let's say, let me give a rough idea of this statement. See, the common difference between, let's say the common difference between log x and log y is d, and same will apply over here since it is an AP. So c plus log x and c plus log y, if I still take the difference will still come out to be d, and hence here as well the difference will come out to be d. Henceforth, c plus log x, c plus log y, and c plus log z are also in AP, which actually indicates that 1 plus log x, 1 plus log y, and 1 plus log z are in AP. Now, of course, we know that if ABC if three numbers A, B, C are in AP, then 1 over A, 1 over B, and 1 over C are in HP or harmonic progression. Okay, so of course this statement, the above statement, this statement will indicate that 1 over 1 plus log x, 1 over 1 plus log y, and 1 over 1 plus log z are in HP. Of course एग्जाम में आपको इतना कुछ लिखना नहीं है, you can intuitively decide. See, this is very simple. देखो x y z gp में है तो y square x z होगा, तो twice of log y is equal to log x plus log z. This can be written very simply, you don't need to write. This is just to explain the things. ठीक है, and similarly you can remember this result because आप 1 दोनों साइड ऐड कर दोगे तो क्या ही फर्क पड़ेगा, common difference will still remain the same. So since the common difference will still remain the same, see, entire logic has been explained, and I encourage logic rather than memorizing. So we have indicated that these expressions will be actually in AP, HP. So hence the answer should be HP. So let me indicate. So B is the correct answer to this problem. So simple problem, nothing difficult. Let us move to the next problem. Okay, so we have another problem. This is the second problem of the video. So we have been given this problem. So let me write this problem. If a1, a2 up to an plus 1 are in AP, so these numbers are actually in arithmetic progression. I have kept this because this is actually a fairly simple chapter, so I have kept more questions so that you can recall the questions really very fast. So okay, so I have been given that a1, a2 and an plus 1 are actually in AP. Then I have to find the value of this sum. So my sum will be, let's say I'll take it as S. So S is 1 over a2, a1, a2, 1 over a2, a3 plus 1 over a3, a4 and so on, and last will be 1 over an plus 1. Great. So we have been given this sum. We have to actually evaluate what will be the value of this sum. So actually this is another simple problem that I guess you will be able to do if you are familiar with the concept of AP. The standard concept, the general concept of AP is that A2 minus A1 is equal to A3 minus A2 is equal to A4 minus A3 and so on. I can write this thing as an plus 1 minus an, and this is actually equal to the common difference D. Okay, so every term a term minus its previous term will always be a constant. That is the actual meaning of arithmetic progression. Okay, so we'll actually apply this, and what I can do here, so I can do this expression, I can multiply this expression by the common difference of the AP. So let us assume that the common difference of the AP is actually D. So this is the common difference. Okay, I must write it. So this is common difference. This has been okay. So just to solve the problem, I have assumed that the common difference is D. Okay, so I'll multiply D to both sides of the equation in red, or I can say that equation 1. So I'll multiply by D. So this will become D times S is equal to D times this. So I can simply distribute it. Sorry, A1 times A2 plus D upon A2 times A3 plus D upon A3 times A4 and so on. This in series will continue, and this will be what I'll get in the end. Just a minute. Yeah, so I have simply multiplied by D. Now what I actually know, that this D is equal to A2 minus A1, so I can substitute over here, and this D is also equal to A3 minus A2, so I can substitute over here, and similarly I can continue this process A4 minus A3, and for here I can substitute an plus 1 minus an. So D is actually equal for each of these. So let me write this. D times of S, yeah, I must write S into D is equal to A2 minus A1 upon A1 A2 plus A3 minus A2 upon A2 A3 plus A4 minus A3 upon A3 A4 and so on. The series will again continue, and this will finally give me this expression. Okay, perhaps I must write everything in yellow because I started the expression in yellow. Oh, sorry. Okay, so this is my expression. Great. So I also know that s times d, this will be equal to, I can split these two. So this will finally reduce to 1 upon a1 minus 1 upon a2 plus 1 upon a2 minus 1 upon a3 plus 1 upon a3 minus 1 upon a4, and so on. The series will continue, and I'll finally get 1 plus 1 upon an minus 1 upon an plus 1. Okay, now I have to identify which terms are actually getting cancelled out. So a2 is cancelled out with this term is cancelled out with this, so the negative expression is cancelled out by the next positive expression. So this thing will continue, and the negative expression over here minus 1 upon n will be cancelled out by this positive expression, and this negative expression is not getting cancelled out, so this will remain in my answer, and hence I'll get s times my d is equal to 1 upon a1 minus 1 upon an plus 1. Okay, but actually I had assumed d, so I have to calculate d. Before that, I can particularly simplify, or I can write this expression s is 1 upon d times an plus 1 minus a1 upon an plus 1 times of, I can write it in this format. Also, I know that these numbers are in AP, so my nth term is equal to first term plus n minus 1 times the common difference, and hence my n plus 1th term will be equal to first term plus n times the common difference. You can replace n by n plus 1. Simple as that. So I know that an plus 1 minus a1 upon n will give me the value of d. Okay, or I can write an plus 1 minus a1 as n times d. So I know the value that the above expression, this expression actually has the value of n times d. So my s is equal to 1 upon d times of nd upon an plus 1 times a1. d से d आप cancel कर लीजिए, and answer will be simple as, so this is the final answer to this problem. So let me clarify if I have an option n upon a1 an plus 1. So yes, I have an answer. D is the correct answer to this problem. So I hope everyone is clear with this problem. So without wasting much time, let us move to the next problem. चलिए गाइस, इस सवाल को ट्राई करते हैं. देखिए इस सवाल में क्या दिया गया है. इन दिस प्रॉब्लम व्हाट वी आर गिवन दैट द रिफ्लेक्शन ऑफ द पॉइंट 4 minus 13. हमें इस पॉइंट, लेट्स से दिस पॉइंट इज ए, वी हैव टू फाइंड द रिफ्लेक्शन ऑफ दिस पॉइंट in the line, this line. So we have been given a point and we have been given line. This is one of the most common questions that has been asked repetitively in JEE main examination. So I'll strictly recommend, I'll force guys to focus on this problem really very efficiently. I'll explain it using the standard method and also using the shortcut trick. So particularly, I'll first discuss the standard method because basics must be clear, and then we can apply the shortcut. Okay, so I have to calculate the reflection. So let me write the line. First of all, let me draw some line. So my line is 5x plus y plus 6 is equal to 0, and of course this concept, the entire concept and the shortcut has been discussed in one of the mathematics in minutes series. So you can definitely go through that series. That series will really be helpful for you. Also, not only in that series but also in the revision checklist series, each and every concept has been explained in shortest possible time. Of course, you can't cover the entire mathematics in just a 1 hour or 1.5 hour videos, but yes, I assure that most of the concepts are covered for your quick revision, and मैं आपको surely recommend कर सकता हूँ वो, क्योंकि I have trusted that resource really very well. So okay, I have made that resource really trustworthy, so you can definitely go for that. Okay, anyways, okay, तो हमारे पास यहाँ पर एक लाइन दी गई है 5x plus y plus 6 is equal to 0, और मेरे पास एक पॉइंट दिया गया है, and I have to calculate the reflection of this point. So let me call the reflection as a dash and let me assume the coordinates to be h comma k. So what is actually my task? मेरा task क्या है, मुझे करना क्या है, मुझे h का वैल्यू निकालना है और मुझे k का वैल्यू निकालना है. तो मुझे h और k का वैल्यू निकालना है, तो मैं कैसे निकालूंगा? ठीक है, ऑफ कोर्स सबसे पहला कॉन्सेप्ट क्या है रिफ्लेक्शन का? रिफ्लेक्शन का सबसे पहला कॉन्सेप्ट है कि ये वाला डिस्टेंस और ये वाला डिस्टेंस बराबर होगा. इसका मतलब हमारे पास यहाँ पर जो पॉइंट होगा, लेट्स से दिस पॉइंट इज O, और आई कैन से दैट दिस, ओके सो लीव इट, आई विल कॉल इट O. so this is the midpoint of line joining of AA dash to be more exact. इस सेगमेंट का हमारे पास मिड पॉइंट दिया गया है. ओके सो हमारे पास एक मिड पॉइंट दिया गया है, तो क्या हम कोई लॉजिक लगा सकते हैं जिससे हम इस मिड पॉइंट को फाइंड करें? एंड ऑफ कोर्स द लॉजिक इज स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड, वी विल अप्लाई द मिड पॉइंट फॉर्मूला. तो मिड पॉइंट फॉर्मूला क्या कहता है कि हम क्या करेंगे, देखो x को x से जोड़ के डिवाइड बाय 2 और y को y से जोड़ के डिवाइड बाय 2. तो द coordinates of point O will be simply h plus 4 by 2 and the coordinate will be k minus 13 by 2. Now the fascinating thing about this is that this actually lies on this line. This actually lies on the line 5x plus y plus 6 is equal to 0, which means that it will satisfy the equation of line. So I can write 5x plus y plus 6 is equal to 0. So I can solve this expression. So I can solve and I can get an equation. I can multiply by 2 to make my life simpler. So 5h plus 20 plus k minus 13 plus 12 is equal to 0, and my equation will actually reduce to 5h plus k plus 19 is equal to 0. Clear? So this is my first equation. Now I have calculated a relation between h and k. If I get another linear relationship between h and k, I'll definitely solve the two equations in two variables and get to the result. So this is of course the standard method, and how I approach it, actually I can approach it using the slope. Now also what I know that if we are calculating the reflection, so this angle should definitely be 90 degree, and if we have this line AA dash and I calculate its slope and I multiply it with this the slope of this line, which I can calculate of course, so let's say this, then the product of the slopes has to be equal to -1. हमारा क्या है, दो perpendicular lines हैं, तो उन दोनों का product slopes का product होता है -1. This we have discussed, so we can apply this logic entirely, and we are going to actually apply this logic. So first of all I'll calculate the equation of line. So my line is 5x plus y plus 6 is equal to 0, or I can write this as y is equal to minus 5x minus 6, which means this can be written in the form of y is equal to mx plus c, and on comparing my slope of line will come out to be -5. Okay, and for the line MAA dash, I know the points A dash and A, so I can actually calculate the slope using m as y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1, where x1 y1 and x2 y2 are the coordinates on the line. So one of the coordinates is 4 comma minus 13 and the other coordinate is h comma k. So my expression will actually, oh sorry for this, oh okay, so just a minute, okay, yeah, sorry for the interrupt, and I'd prefer so I've been given these 2 points, so let me calculate. So okay, so my a dash, so I can calculate y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Okay, so I have got this, so this will be equal to k plus 13 over h minus 4. Now the product of these two slopes has to be equal to -1, which simply indicates that -5 times of k plus 13 over h minus 4 has to be equal to -1, or k plus 13 times 5 is equal to h minus 4. So I can calculate, so this will reduce to 5k plus 65 minus h plus 4 is equal to 0, or I can simply reduce it to 5k minus h plus 69 is equal to 0. This is my second equation. Now I have an equation, one equation as 5h plus k plus 19 is equal to 0. So I can write k plus 5h plus 19 is equal to 0, and I can calculate, I can solve these two equations. So which one is easier to solve actually? So I can multiply this equation by 5 because I know the table of 19, so I'll prefer using that. So I will get my expression as 5k minus h plus 69 is equal to 0. This is my first expression, and the second expression is 5k plus 25h plus 95 is equal to 0. This is my second expression. So let me subtract these two. So I'll simply reduce this to minus 26h, and what is actually its value? So this value will come out 96 and 26. Yes. So what I'll get? So I'll get h as, okay, sorry for the sign, this is my negative 26, so my h will come out to be minus 1. Okay, so I have got the value of h as minus 1, and I can substitute it over here. So k minus 5 plus 19 is equal to 0, or I can get k ka value as minus 14. Okay, so I have got the value of h, I have got the value of k. So I know the coordinate of this point a dash will be minus 1 comma minus 14. Simple as that. So this coordinate is going to be minus 1 comma minus 14. So let me check if I have an option. Yes, I definitely have an option. A option is the correct answer to this problem. This was a very simple problem. Now what we can do is actually we can apply the shortcut method for this problem, and the shortcut method is simply as this. So just let me recall the point, and just a minute, let me recall, let me check which 4 comma 13 and 5x plus y plus 6 equal to 0. 4 comma 13 or 4 comma minus 13 perhaps. 4 comma minus 13 and 5x plus y plus 6 is equal to 0. See, actually I don't remember, I just wrote the solution here, hence. So 4 comma minus 13, yes, so I am correct here, and yes, I can simply apply the expression. Let me call this point, this is my a dash, let my coordinates be h comma k, and here it is actually 4 comma minus 13, and I have been given the line 5x plus y plus 6 is equal to 0. Now I will apply this expression. I know that h minus 4 by 5 is equal to k plus 13 by 1 is equal to 5 times of 4 plus minus 13 plus 6 upon 5 square plus 1 square, and I'll multiply this expression by minus 2. And how I wrote this expression, you must definitely check the mathematics in minutes series for this detailed explanation. It is I think a 5-10 minute video, and you'll be able to grasp things. So I'll prefer using that first of all. Anyways, so h minus 4 by 5 can be written, and let me calculate this expression first. That would be much simpler for me to solve. And of course this is 5 into 4 20, 26 minus 13 13 into minus 2, so this is minus 26 over minus 20, sorry, over 26, which is actually equal to minus 1. So yes, I got my expression as minus 1. So h minus 4 by 5 has to be equal to minus 1, k plus 13 has to be equal to minus 1, k is, value of k is minus 14, simple as that, and value of h, हमारे पास h का value आ जाएगा minus 5 plus 4, that is minus 1. So I still got the answer, and in a much efficient and easier way. So I prefer using this trick especially in examination, but not at all in your standard board examination or any other examination where you're asked to write the subjective solution. And preferably the standard methods are much better because it gives you a gist of the concepts involved in the problem. So I guess आप लोगों ने ये प्रॉब्लम अच्छे से कर लिया होगा, और आपको अब, क्योंकि ये काफी इंपॉर्टेंट प्रॉब्लम है, बहुत बार आता है ये, 2D ज्योमेट्री और 3D ज्योमेट्री दोनों में बहुत बार रिपीट होता है, तो मैं आपको बार बार बोलूंगा बिकॉज द कॉन्सेप्ट्स आर रियली वेरी, द कॉन्सेप्ट्स आर सिमिलर, दे आर सेम, and all you need to do is to just focus on the concepts. That is what I urge the students to, I motivate the students to do preferably. Okay, so without wasting much time, let us move to the next problem. Okay, so in this problem, so what we are actually given in this problem, so we have been given, we are supposed to evaluate this limit. So let me generate the form of the limit, because we must be clear with the limit format. If we are able to find it, we are able to generate a result. Okay, so I will basically try. So let me put x as 0. Let me generate which actual limit form. Is it actually a limit or is it non-existent limit? So I'll need to check that. So this is a raised to the power 0 plus b raised to the power 0 plus c raised to the power 0 upon 3, and this is lambda upon 0. So this actually is format of 1 raised to the power infinity. So I'll go for the concept now, because 1 raised to power infinity actually is covered in some of the checklist videos, so you can definitely refer that. But अगर किसी ने नहीं पढ़ा है, so I'll definitely solve this problem using the concept first, and then I'll apply the 1 power infinity rule as well. So I'll apply it using both the methods. So I'll prefer using 1 power infinity method, but that will come at the later stage. First of all, let us discuss how we can tackle for the first time viewers जिन्होंने 1 की पावर इन्फिनिटी को पहले कभी अच्छे से सॉल्व नहीं किया, वो कैसे सॉल्व करेंगे. इस लिमिट को आप L ले लीजिए. तो हमारे पास L आ जाती है लिमिट x टेंडिंग टू 0 a पावर x प्लस b पावर x प्लस c पावर x अपॉन 3 टाइम्स लैम्डा बाय x. ठीक है, तो आप क्या करें, अब आप ले लीजिए लॉगरिथम. So taking log both sides, so log L is equal to log of something like limit x tending to 0 a power x plus b power x plus c power x by 3 and lambda by x. Okay, so we have been given this, and we can take this limit sign out of the expression. So log of L is equal to log of limit x tending to 0, sorry, limit x tending to 0 चला जाएगा बाहर, and I can give log x. So just a minute. Okay, so we have limit x tending to 0 log of a power x plus b power x plus c power x by 3 times lambda by x. So this is just nothing, properties which are actually applicable for continuous functions. You'll study that when you come to college. खासकर अगर आप IIT में आएंगे तो आप इसके बारे में काफ़ी अच्छे से पढ़ेंगे. Anyways, so I can simply say that log L is equal to limit x tending to 0. Okay, so this power can actually come down. So this is lambda by x log of a power x plus b power x plus c power x by t. Now let me check which form it actually reduces to. So this will log L will actually reduce to limit x tending to 0, and since this will be lambda by x, so denominator will be 0 and numerator will contain log of 3 by 3, that is log 1, which is actually 0. So this is now a 0 by 0 form, and in such a case we can apply the LH rule, yani ki L'Hopital, L hospital or whatever you call it. Actually it is pronounced as L'Hopital, so I'll pronounce it that way. So what I can do is I can differentiate the numerator and the denominator separately. So lambda is a constant, lambda will come out of the differentiation. Perhaps I can differentiate the denominator first because it is simple. So differentiation of x is 1, and log of this, the derivative of this thing, is equal to 1 over a power x plus b power x plus c power x times 3. Okay, so 1 over this into internal differentiation. So I will actually need some space for that. So internal differentiation of this expression. So the differentiation of this expression is a raised to the power x natural log a plus a raised to the power x natural log b plus a raised to the power x natural log c, and of course 3 will come out of the expression. Okay, so this 3 and this 3 will actually get cancelled, and log L will be reduced to limit x tending to 0 lambda times okay, so I can put of course I can put 1 now, I can put 0, so I will get this by lambda by 3, and this expression will be okay, I can put 0, so a raised to 0 is 1, so this is natural log a plus natural log b plus natural log c. Okay, I had to write b and c here, so this is actually the reason. So I can simply write this as log L is equal to limit x tending to 0 lambda by 3 ln a b c. Okay, so how I wrote this, I think everyone is aware. So now what I'll actually do, I'll take this power lambda by 3 up. Okay, so this is limit extend. Oh, okay, I have solved the limit, so I don't need to put it actually. So this is log of ABC raised to the power lambda by 3 and log L. So I can actually compare the two and I can get log sorry L, that is the value of limit. So the value of limit comes out to be ABC raised to the power lambda by 3. Okay, great. So, sorry for this. And yes, I have calculated the value of limit. So I have calculated the value of limit. So this expression came out to be ABC raised to the power lambda by 3. So okay. So there's a typing error. Sorry. So this is not 1 is equal to 1 by 3. It is actually equal to lambda. So don't get confused with that. Okay. So if lambda is 1, so this is ABC power 1 by 3. Okay, so if lambda is 1, ABC power 1 by 3, this is not equal to ABC, neither it is equal to 1. So the A option and the B option are actually eliminated. So what okay, so if lambda is 1 by 3, so this must be ABC power 1 by 9, but actually it is giving ABC. So this is also incorrect. And of course, if lambda is equal to 2, I can actually calculate that it is ABC power 2 by 3. So D is the correct answer. So this was the standard approach, and I'll definitely not ask you to do this this problem in this way when you are sitting in an examination, and an examination like JEE Mains, which actually demands a lot of fast-paced work. So let me solve the expression. So let me first. Okay, so this is limit extending to 0, a power x b power plus b power x plus c power x. Okay, perhaps I might be able to remember. So this is limit extending to 0, a power x plus b power x plus c power x by 3 raised to the power lambda by x. So this is the problem. Okay, so this is 1 raised to the power infinity format. And for such limits, okay, so we have discussed that when we put x as 0, so we find this format, and hence for such formats, if this is f of x raised to the power g of x, and we have 1 power infinity format, so what we can actually do is we can this limit L, limit and extending to some constant, so this limit actually reduces to e raised to the power limit extending to, let's say I call it a, so a, and gx times f of x minus 1. Okay, now what actually happens is that this expression will reduce itself. Oh, perhaps okay, so this expression will reduce itself to 0 into infinity kind of format. Okay, so let me do this thing here. Let me show you how it actually happens. So this limit will reduce to e power limit extending to 0, f of x g of x times f of x minus 1. So a power x plus b power x plus c power x minus 1, okay, by 3 minus 1. Okay, so I'll solve this expression. So this is e raised to the power limit extending to 0 lambda by x, and this is a power x plus b power x plus c power x minus 3 upon 3. So this is e power limit extending to 0. Let me take this x in and let me take this 3 out. So this is lambda by 3, a raised to the power x plus b raised to the power x plus c raised to the power x minus 3 upon x. So I know that limit extending to 0, a raised to the power x minus 1 upon x is equal to a raised to the power x ln a. Okay, so how I solve? You can even solve it using the L'Hopital rule. Okay, so instead actually you must remember the expressions. That is the most recommended thing, but I can simply write it as a raised to r x minus 1 upon x plus b raised to r x minus 1 upon x plus c raised to r x minus 1 upon x, and this entire expression will again reduce to e raised to power limit. Okay, so lambda by 3 is a constant, it will come out, and this will reduce to limit extending to 0. A raised to the power x minus 1 will give me, the first expression will give me a raised to the power x. Oh, just a minute, I missed a lot of things, so I'll consider rewriting. Okay, so this is a raised to r x minus 1 upon x, b raised to, so this will give me a raised to the power x ln a, limit extending to 0. Okay, so I must write it over here. So simple. I don't wish to mess about. So this is ln b plus here is a c raised to the power x ln c. In turn, actually, it doesn't matter because a raised to r x, x tending to 0, this will turn out to be 1, 1 and 1. So this will simply reduce to natural log of a plus natural log of b plus natural log of c, and we are actually at the same page. So this will give me abc to power lambda by 3, and again we got the same limit, and hence we'll finally हमारा आंसर सेम ही होने वाला है. ठीक है, तो इस तरीके से हमें इस सवाल को करना था. तो चलिए गाइस, लेट अस मूव टू द नेक्स्ट प्रॉब्लम. Okay, so let us solve the fifth and the final problem of today's problem solving session. So we have a triangle that has two of its vertices. So let me just, okay, so we'll mark these straightforward. First of all, let us simply write the expression. Okay, so a triangle has two of its vertices at p, that is a comma 0, and b q, that is 0 comma b. So this is on the x-axis and this is on the y-axis. So okay, we are clear with that. And the third vertex r x comma y is moving along the straight line y is equal to x. So this gave us an expression on x and y. Now we have been given that if a is the area of the rectangle, then I have to calculate the value of dA by dx. Okay, so this is a nice problem indeed, and this is in between JEE and a bit, I don't call it an advanced problem. This is a very simple problem because I actually find it very simple. So okay, so let me draw the figure so that the things are more clear. So p is a comma 0, q is 0 comma b, and first of all let me tell you that all the things are actually concept based learning. If you are clear with the concepts, then it doesn't actually really matter what is JEE main, what is JEE advanced. You must be clear with the concepts, and that is what is actually the beauty of this examination. Anyways, so let me draw the point a comma 0. I don't wish to trouble everyone with my drawing skills. Perhaps it is difficult to draw on this kind of structure. Anyways, so we have this 0 comma b. So this is my base pq, and my third coordinate is moving on the line y is equal to x. So let me draw this line. So let's say this line is y is equal to x, and my third coordinate is moving, and let's say that this is my coordinate, let's say c, with the coordinates x comma x. Of course you can write y comma y, you can write x comma x, anything would actually work. Okay, so let me change the color so that it is visible. So I have been given, I have to, if a is the area of triangle, so the area of this triangle is a, I have to calculate the value of dA by dx. So method 1 could probably be that you can find the area of using the area. See, basically the thing is you have to calculate the area function, then you will be able to differentiate it. So the best possible way is you find the area function and then you solve it. So I'll be going to apply that only, but the way of calculating area can vary. You can use a 3 coordinate system, or you can use half base into height. Particularly I find half base into height much easier because I can actually find this perpendicular distance, because I know the equation of this line, and that is x by a plus y by b is equal to 1. Okay, so we have been given this. So yes, we can actually solve it. So why not do it? So let's say that distance is d. So d is equal to x by a plus x by b minus 1. I'm substituting y as x in this because actually this will help me. So this mod upon square root of 1 by a square plus 1 by b square. So this is my distance, and of course everyone knows that this value will reduce to x, so this will reduce to x times of b plus a minus ab upon ab upon a square plus b square square root upon ab. Okay, of course this is more, everything is inside mod, so final result is actually going to be positive, so I'm considering only positive result. And of course the value can vary depending on the negative result. There can be some ambiguity, you can get a negative result, but let me remind you that area has to be positive, so we will consider the positive value of area only. But before that, let us calculate the distance. Distance can't be negative, so I'm assuming that this entire expression will yield a positive result, and yes, hence my d will be equal to b plus a times of x minus ab. I'll keep the mod for the sake of understanding only. Okay, so this is my distance, so I've calculated the distance very well, and now I can calculate the area. So this is equal to half base into height. So height is actually the distance, and what is the value of base? So value of base b is simply, okay, so this is b and this is a. So my okay, so I have to write some other, so let me call it capital B, or let's say let me call it C. Okay, so C, I have to write it C. Now I have to calculate C, so C will be simply using the Pythagoras theorem. So C can be written as a square plus b square square root. So I can multiply the two. So half square root of a square plus b square times b plus a x minus ab entire mod upon square root of a square plus b square. Now this cancels out, simple as that. So my area is equal to 1 by 2 modulus of b plus a times x minus ab. Now this modulus can actually open as a positive value or a negative value, that can depend on circumstances and the options given in question, and hence of course I am considering, since the areas are positive, so I am considering it to be positive only. Although the expression will open in any other format, that actually doesn't matter to me right now. For the sake of simplicity, I'm considering this to open as this. So I can calculate. So this is a constant, so this will reduce to 1 by 2 b plus a times x. This is dx by dx, that is 1 minus differentiation of constant is 0. So this is my final expression. So dA by dx is equal to b plus a by 2. तो ये बहुत ही इजी प्रॉब्लम था, कुछ नहीं किया हमने, हाफ बेस इनटू हाइट से एरिया फंक्शन निकाल लिया. एरिया फंक्शन ऑफ कोर्स पॉजिटिव होगा, तो मैंने पॉजिटिव के हिसाब से आगे सारा सॉल्यूशन कर दिया है. तो हाफ बेस इनटू हाइट, उसको हम डिफरेंशिएट, एरिया को डिफरेंशिएट करेंगे तो हमें क्या मिल जाएगा, रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ एरिया, यानी कि विद रिस्पेक्ट टू एक्स, यानी कि हम उसे कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं. तो गाइज ये प्रॉब्लम्स बहुत सिंपल थे. आई होप कि आप लोगों को ये प्रॉब्लम्स अच्छे लगे होंगे, और आप ऐसे और बहुत सारे प्रॉब्लम्स सॉल्व करेंगे. तो मिलते हैं अगले वीडियो में, और हाँ, ज़रूर से खुद से भी अच्छे से प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कीजिए, और बहुत कुछ सीखना है आपको भी और मुझे भी. तो चलिए मिलते हैं अगले वीडियो में. Until then, bye bye. Also, do make sure to hit the like button, share the video with the friends, and subscribe to the channel Entrance Investigation. Thank you everyone for watching. Jai Hind and bye.